What's going on, YouTubers? How y'all doing? And that ain't coffee, that's hot cocoa. So, what are we doing today? We're putting everything away. We had a very successful weekend at the GSTA Rod and Custom Show. I think we brought a really good light to other people that built models in the past and really didn't know the amount of growth that is the model community as of 2026, and the availability of parts and paints and glues and components, and just really neat deal. And it's all part of everybody coming together between all the builders. We had two great clubs for Minnesota that were there. That's the RPM club and then the MCCM club. Both of those clubs represented really well. Did some really neat things. One of the members even has all the figurines in the pictures in the slideshow you're about to see. Really neat. So we really made the whole atmosphere of the display to look like a real car show. So it really draws people over there. A lot of people really get into it. They start really looking at all the cars as they would as they're walking through the main part with all the one-to-ones, really looking at the details. So exciting to see. It's always exciting to see all of the people that have questions and inquire on where they could buy the stuff and they didn't realize that it was as popular. So extremely cool to see. So, and then I got to meet a lot of great people that have watched either my channel, Joe's channel, Paul's channel, Bruce's stuff, the AMC Livecast. Really cool to meet a lot of those guys. Had some really great conversations with those guys and telling us that, they really appreciate the authenticness that we are, that we're not trying to be fake, and that we're just trying to help inspire people and show that this is a great hobby, and that's all this is for us. We just want to be positive. And then I got to hang out with Ryan from Toasty's Workbench, of course my cousin, which has a channel but he hasn't really posted any model stuff, so I want to try and get him to post some model stuff, but he's really digging it. He's been back in it now for a couple years as well, and his builds are just phenomenal. I just love some of the things that my cousin's putting out right now too. So really cool. Of course, then my son he worked Saturday and Sunday as well, so that was really cool to have my son there. So it's just a lot of fun. I highly recommend going to that. If you're in that area come next April, you might want to look into this model show. Next year's theme is going to be gassers and altereds. This past weekend we had funny cars, and then we had the whole other area that was the show car stuff. So just a tremendous amount of fun. We had 38 builders there. That was a new record, and 109 or 114 cars. So really cool. Couple displays, but just really neat. And then we had the drawings for we had some gift cards from the local hobby shop, Scale Model Supply. And then we also had a bunch of models that were donated to the club from other car clubs and stuff. So really cool. So can't express enough how much that helps a lot, and then helps the hobby grow. So I got a really cool gift that I'm going to show at another time. The individual that I got it from really doesn't want a lot of recognition for it, but I definitely will have to give him props when the time is due, when I start putting these things together that he gave me. Really neat little things that are going to go really phenomenally well in the diorama or in the model themselves. So just the time that he takes to do it, and it looks so cool, and it's to scale and just phenomenal. So that's another date, and I really appreciate that, brother. I really do. And then I'll show you real quick. The models are getting ready to go in the garage, and what kit we won in the raffle, and we'll let you watch the slideshow after this intro, and we'll get back on track the rest of the week for What Did You Buy Wednesday, and it's going to be a great week. So we got a bunch of stuff to do out in the big hot rod shop this week, really the next few weeks, and then we're going to take a little break from building some of the model stuff. I do have some videos in the queue that will come out, but we got to get some of the large scale stuff done, and then from there we'll be back to get ready for Mopars in the Park, and of course NNL North. So we handed out a ton of these flyers for NNL North. I think a lot of people are going to show up to check this out. There's a lot of people going, oh my God, you guys got a lot of models here. And I'm thinking, if you think that's something, you got to go to this. So I think there could be a lot of people that are going to spectate this show, which will be extremely well. And some of them were looking for some unique cars and kits that I know are available, but you're really only going to find them or have a chance to find them on eBay or a show like this. So there might be some one-to-one people there looking for their car so that they can duplicate it. So this NNL this year might be really, really phenomenal as far as spectators go too. So anyhow, let's get into this intro. We'll show you what we got here for our raffle drawing, and then we'll get into that slideshow. Be right back. Alrighty, so we're going to put all these guys back. We got a punch list of a few more detailed things that we need to do to the Coronet before NNL. We got a few more things detail-wise that we didn't get done in time for this past show that we need to get done on the Dart for NNL. And then I just had to fix the tractor. I broke one of the motors on the way home last night coming back from the GSTA. So I had to fix that. That's kind of drying. Just a little tip. When you do super glue anything, sometimes it can vent off for a while, the vapors. So you never want to put this back into your clear case or case that's got the plexiglass windows, because the vapor could go in there and then fog up your cases. So this one will have to sit out for at least 24 hours or so just to make sure. It's better to be on the safe side, but all in all, I was always concerned about how that would travel, and it traveled really well. So anyhow, let's go over here and we'll show you what we picked up. Alright, so my buddy, he runs a lot of the sales and marketing stuff like that for the O'Reillys, and he always does an amazing job of getting me lined out on some stuff and connections, and he did again. We're looking at some different products that we're going to use here in the model shop and on the big cars, so I'm going to be very excited to announce that. But then they had some giveaway things, items and stuff like that for everybody, but this one I thought was cool, so I got a couple of these. My kid did too. Neat little magnet tray, so any bolts or pins or anything, it's perfect for RC really, because you know everything's going to stick to the bottom. They were giving these away at the show at the O'Reilly's booth, but then they pop out, so then you can go deep too. So that's why I say for RC these things are great, because you could put some bigger parts if you're out in the field working and fixing your RC car or something like that. I mean, I'm sure this could be used for modeling as well. And then as far as, you know, traveling it, just collapse it back down, and, you know, what a neat little tray that they got going on there. So thanks to O'Reilly's. And then, of course, one of the gentlemen that really is kind of headed up the model show, he reaches out to Round 2, and Round 2 sends us all of the catalogs to give away. So I'm very excited. I have not had a chance to look at this book yet. But we got the new Round 2 2026 product catalog. A lot of great kits in here. I'm really looking forward. I'm going to try tonight to go through this book and kind of see what's all in here. There's some slot car stuff, everything in here that I want to check out as well. And then we had a bunch of kits that were donated for drawings. My name was pulled, and this is kind of something that I wanted but didn't want, but I wanted it for the fact is I just want the chassis. The thing is, I don't remember if that was a kit that was out before. I'm under the impression that this was a re-release, but I could be wrong. You guys, the throbbing brain of the internet, you can correct me, educate me on this thing. I just know that it was re-released or just released fairly recently, but it's got a little bit more of an old school funny car chassis, and that's all I really wanted out of this thing. My intentions was to eventually buy one of these things and just use it for the chassis. I'm not a big funny car guy. I don't have a lot of funny cars, but I do have an old body that was gifted to me a long time ago. In fact, let me pause this and I'll get the body out here. Well, I can't find the body at this moment. I reorganized and it's somewhere, but it's basically it's an old a Dart funny car body with the glass in it. I have the front bumper. It's got a paint job on it. It's got the original decals on it. It's the Charlie Allen body, so it's really cool, funny car body. And I figured, man, you know what? I don't have the original chassis for that thing, so let's get one of these. When this thing came out, that was the first thing I thought of, and then it just, the irony of winning this kit yesterday was just like, okay, that's all the stars aligning that it's time to build that vintage funny car. So I'm sure we're gonna get to this thing towards the fall of the year, probably after Acme. You'll probably see this come up, and we will dig into this thing and use all the wheels and tires and chassis and stuff to build that Charlie Allen car. So really cool. I got to do the history on it though, and we will go from there. But man, this is gonna be cool for RC. I just love this thing, and then it, you know, breaks down to where I can put it back in my bag and travel with it. So love that magnet holder. Thanks to all the people, if you guys are watching, that your car clubs and organizations donated all those kits to the GSTA model group. That's really cool. And like I said, a lot of them were from one-to-one car guys, and those clubs, individual clubs that basically make up the GSTA, all contribute. There was a total of like 34 kits there.